Hey, what's up, guys? So we're here in the Endurance GTX Sportscar series, and I'm at Daytona. So I'm going to give a little bit of update what I've learned. I've raced every race except for Watkins Glen in this series, and then my very first race at Virginia International Raceway will be at the end in full. So here we're at Daytona, and this is my second race, and I've only used this car. So I used it in the first race and the first few races. It was something I owned. I'm not sure if I won it in a showcase or what. I think it had car level 4 when I got it. So at some point in the past, I've driven it. Probably a showcase is my guess, but I'm not sure. So here we have a good start. Um, and I was able to practice here, but as you're about to see, I'm going to jump ahead. I'm building a decent lead. Then we're going to jump ahead, same lap one, and we're coming into the bus stop. So in practice, I nailed the bus stop every single time, but first time in the race, and I lose the back end. So second race ever in the series, and that's kind of how it started. And I'm just driving through the grass, and I'm in last place. So it was a small lobby to begin with. No one, or I didn't qualify. I don't think anyone qualified. So we're going to jump to lap two, and I'm just going to show. So I am able to jump this guy, and then he doesn't finish, and then that guy runs into the wall, and we're going to jump ahead, and you'll see that he's going to quit as well. So as I'm picking these guys off, they're just getting tired of being in the back um, and leaving. And here we're going to jump. We're lap three, and I finally catch up to these guys. And we're going to have a little bit of a battle. So I'm able to make the pass. And this car is probably the worst car in this series at handling, or one of them, if not the worst. But it has great acceleration. So I'm able, to start leaving them. I need to get pull away, and of course I hit the wall. So I make a big mistake. This guy passes me, and then this guy gets me from uh, in the back. I'm able to maintain that position, but this whole time I'm really wanting to get around these guys because I'm wanting to see if I can catch the leader. A long race, so more contacts. They're just battling and just losing more and more time here. And I don't have the sound on just because this was recorded in Twitch, and there was commentary also that I wanted to add a voiceover instead since I'm jumping around in clips and to talk about multiple races here. So we're coming into the bus stop, and he hits the wall, and this is my chance to overtake and see if I can actually pull away and hold on this time. So we get by him. This car's got really good acceleration and decent speed, so I'm already at 180s. And he's just going to murder me coming into this turn. So again, losing even more time to the leader. So at this point, I'm not even sure if I could catch the leader. I'm just trying to get into some clean air where I can see what I can do. trying to get past this guy. After fighting for a couple of laps, I finally get clear and I'm able to pull away. He hits the brakes so he doesn't run into me, so thankful of that. But he's struggling back there. I don't know if he got hit from the other guy or what, but he went flying off the track. So we're going to jump to lap 7, and you're going to see people just start. He falls off. Then we jump to lap 10. Third place is gonna, or first place is gonna leave, and then third place. I guess first place was waiting to see if I was going to challenge, and I was, maybe making up a few tenths here, and then I would make a mistake and lose it right back, and that kind of thing. So, if anything, I was losing ground to him. So at this point, I'm completely by myself, and I'm going to jump to lap 11 because the whole point of showing these different races and all is to show you the tire strategy. So I'll have the full race at the end in case you want to see the full race. But the tire strategy, we've got stock tires. Um, Whatever the total number of laps, just divide that by 3. Um, you'll require 2 pit stops at all of these places. So here, I think the total number of laps is 33. So you'll pit on the every 11 laps. So that's the strategy at Daytona. It's also the strategy at all the other tracks. I'm pretty sure it's going to be at Watkins Glen, even though that's the only one I haven't raced, just because the length and the race. So here we're at Road America. Didn't qualify. I'm in the Porsche again. This is my third race, and it's got acceleration, so I'm still pretty conservative as far as giving it throttle, like when you pop the clutch and hit go. But I am able to jump into second place here. I didn't get a lot of practice, so I did get. I'm not sure if I got a complete lap in this car or not. I tried the Mazda, and I didn't like the default tune, and anyways, I think I did put ForzaTune on there, but I just felt like I didn't have enough time to get comfortable with that car, and it'd be better just to drive this car. And I jump ahead because this guy's all over me because the Porsche does not have good handling. This one doesn't. And I let up because I had not experienced that turn with this car, and it wasn't enough. So I lost it, and that's how I fell back. So we're going to jump to lap 9. So 27 total, divided by 3. So you're going to pit every 9 laps. And here we don't really have a good option. So 11.1, like 40% is almost always the option you're going to take. And in this race, I'm starting to find out that this car may not be the best car for this series. I'll have some good laps and make up a little time, and then I'll just lose it. I had several mistakes in this race. And here, between at Daytona, I noticed that to me, the car didn't seem to be using all of the gas like for the laps. So I'm like, well, maybe they know something. So I try 30% because it did seem like there were times when I would go into pit and I would still have like 1 lap of fuel left. And there may be another explanation. Like I don't know why I was thinking that exactly. I can't remember. I just remember seeing something funny like that. So here we do that. We jump ahead, and so the guy who's in fifth now, we've kind of been battling back and forth. But he's been ahead most of the time, but he made a mistake. So I would make a mistake, he would make a mistake. But here, then we're gonna jump ahead again, lap 25, and this, the carousel Porsche just does not have the handling, so he's able to easily overtake me finally. As you can see, where everybody behind us has quit. I'm getting better at this turn, but yeah, it's hard to catch him because he just has better handling to that. So we're going to jump to lap 27 or lap 26. And I'm just coming off my best lap, and I remember our pit strategies. Well, I remember that it seemed to gain a lot on him on the final, his final lap before pitting last time. So I thought I may have a chance. So coming off my best lap, I'm really like, okay, I need to nail these turns and really push it and see if I can catch him. And I am gaining on him, and I get a 10-0 in this segment. But then you're going to see right here, I run out of gas and it starts sputtering. And that's the race for me, unfortunately. So yeah, don't make that mistake. Always go with enough fuel. And here's how I ended the race. This is as far as I made it on that same lap. Um, so on the last race in this series, I think this the fourth race, I rise up and I'm like, okay, this car looks really good, so I'm going with this. And I tried the default tune, and the default tune is really good in this car. I did not use ForzaTune Pro or anything. I didn't ha feel the need to try it. Maybe later I'll try it and see if I can get more out of the car. But we're at Brands Hatch, and this it was different because I got that car and I got in with a lot of practice time left, so I was able to get a good feel for the car and get somewhat comfortable on the track with the car. And there, I'm just going through and showing that I am using the default tune, nothing special here. And at this point, um, I'm pretty much realizing that most likely it's two pit stops at every race. I think on the fuel, I do add a little more than I need. So I can't remember what the total laps here, but I think you got to do 10 laps before you pit. So I think I added 11 or 12 laps of fuel. Yeah, 11. And it stuck me in first, I think, because I had the fastest time. In practice, I had the best time. I think that's why it put me up front. And of course, the Porsche off the line, I think it's great in a straight line, like just off launch. So at the beginning of the race, I mean, it is a little bit of a battle. First here, I'm thinking like, wow, this may make a great race video if it's like this the whole time. And we're braking just before the 400 up here. So the extra fuel does seem to really make a difference. Like so with 11 laps of fuel, it's a little sluggish. I have to brake just a touch earlier. But once you get down to about 5 laps of fuel left, and then from then on, the braking points, performance, lap times are really good. So I'm still of the opinion that getting fuel at the pit stop is the faster strategy. I don't have any hard data to back that up, but just by the way the car feels and everything, I definitely am slower whenever I have 11 laps of fuel, whatever, and refill. I mean, adding fuel is like what 1.2 seconds, or is so cheap. I'm sure I saved more than that over 10 laps. So at this point, you can see I'm able to pull ahead, and it's not much of a race. I do mess up here, and the guy in second gets a little closer before I pull away again. But we're going to jump ahead, and you know we've already got okay now third quit, so we're second lap, and third's already quit. So we're going to go to the 10th lap. It's just two of us, and he's holding on, and he's already pit. That's why he's down about 40 something seconds. So he's really about 12, 13 seconds behind. So I just wanted to show the pit at each place so you can kind of know what to expect. But this is an all-wheel drive car. It's still same strategy. You know, stock tires and then 40% fuel. That's pretty much going to be what you do at every pit stop, unless you like the full tank strategy. But then you're still gonna pit at the same time. So then we jumped to lap 13, and that's when second place says goodbye. So I'm going to jump to lap 20 where I have to pit. And at this point, I've got to use the bathroom really bad. And so I've got to visit the little boys' room. So I'm thinking like, hey, I'm going to pit. And then when I get out, I'm just going to stop, run to the bathroom real quick, come back, and I'm going to finish this out just because I really like this track. I like this car, and I just wanted to keep running laps. I thought, might as well just do it and finish out the race. I'm jumping ahead to the end of the pit stop, and so I'm gonna stop the car. Notice that, like I stopped it at like 25 seconds or whatever. So I run to the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna jump ahead. And you can see it's like a minute 20 something. So I get back. So if you're idle for 1 minute, just know this: if you get in a similar situation, it will disconnect you. So that's that. But here now I'm gonna jump. So this is endurance. Like I said, I can't. I'm not sure how I got 4 level car experience for this car because I literally put the default tune on in VIR, jump, jumped in, it puts you on the back stretch. I messed up the braking, so I didn't even make it to the start finish line before I jumped back here and started putting the ForzaTune in. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm putting in ForzaTune Pro tune, and then I get like 30 something seconds of practice and jump right into the race without having completed the lap with this car and this tune on this track. So it takes me probably near the end of the race, I start to, let's say right before the last pit stop, I start to put it together if I remember correctly. So I haven't rewatched all of this, but I just wanted to show this part so you could see how I enter everything, and that when I say, hey, I entered it, it jumped, right into the race. You'll see that, yeah, I'm not just making that up. So I'm gonna leave it there. This is recorded on Twitch, and this race will have some commentary. It's really long. I'll try to put chapters in the description in case you want to jump around. But yeah, enjoy, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Seconds.
Hey, what's up, guys? So we're at Virginia International Raceway. My first ever endurance race in the 1974 Porsche RSR. So we're just filling it up. Hopefully this will last. And it's I didn't qualify, I didn't get in time. So I actually tried the default tuning and it was hard to keep on the track. Maybe if I had a little more practice, it'd be all right. But then I jumped ForzaTune Pro and put in the tune, and by the time I jumped into practice, there was 34 seconds left. So I haven't come anywhere. I haven't even made it to the first turn yet in this car on this track. This is going to be interesting. Probably not going to end well, but could be entertaining. So let's give it a shot. And the gearing is the default gearing. I didn't have time to try to tweak that. And so far, just from the little bit I did get to drive it, this car seems like a handful. Oh, I can't see. Where's everybody at? Okay, I'm in last. So always safe to get on when you're in last. See if I can find the rhythm and catch back up. I have no clue where the shift point is in this car. Oh. I tried to give you room. Racing like it's the final lap here. Oh boy. First lap in this car ever. Just trying to manage here. This is going to be interesting. We'll break a little early. Of course, this guy, I'm going to destroy this guy. I'm not sure if he should even be in multiplayer yet. He's all over the place. So I need to slow down a little earlier on this one. Not make the same mistake twice.
I need to gear all the way down the first in that turn. Oh, getting better. This car is so fast for 800. Trying to make that pass. That probably wouldn't end well. See if we can make a pass with all our speed. Looks like that stop sign, or that first sign, is the braking point for that curve. Whoa, got a little loose coming in there. Oh, so maybe I shouldn't go into first there. Or at least wait a second before I go into it. This car absolutely flies for 800 performance index. I've got full aero and I'm still easily hitting 170. I'm not sure this car is the right car for this track, but it's so much fun. I'm just gonna reel him in. That first sign is the braking pointer just before the first sign. Try first gear through here. That's just too short. Be a little conservative behind this guy. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Whoa! Alright, I gotta get around this guy. He is just parking it on the apex. No way he's gonna survive that one. Alright, we've managed to climb up to the top 3, but the first 2, they must be more experienced than I am at this. They're way ahead. A lot of time left, but I don't know that I can make that up, especially as well as they seem to be driving. Let's see if I can find a rhythm and make any progress. Brake a little earlier for that one. Whoa! Well, could have ended a lot worse than it did. No way these tires are holding up for the whole race. I'm not sure why this thing said I would be able to last 0 pit stops. I think we just need to rev it out. Still haven't got that one dialed in yet. Getting better. The leader's just gone. I knew that was going to happen. I was debating whether I needed to hit the brakes or not. And I definitely needed to tap them right before I went into that curve. Still trying to figure out just how hard I can push it. Sometimes you have to find out the hard way. But really, I mean, just throwing on ForzaTune Pro settings, no practice, not bad for that. Now we only have 3 people. This is what happens with the endurance races. It's everyone quits. We had a small lobby to begin with. I've got to be careful with that one. The back end really wants to come out. I mean, the default tune was really hard to drive. Just braking at the end of the straight when it throws you into practice. So I have very little experience even with that, but I think I jumped in with 3 minutes left in practice. But even just braking like this was it was just hard to control. And then the rest of that time was trying to type the information into ForzaTune Pro and change the tune to that. And I don't know enough about this series to know. Maybe it's just the wrong car for the track, but I would say just as a starting point, it's pretty good. And maybe able to dial it in quite a bit more. A lot of it just is me just getting used to, this car on this track. Careful here. Just barely ease it to the right. You want to turn to the right there, less than what you normally think you would do. So if we do 8, 8, and 8, or 8, 8, 7 on these tires, I think that'll be good. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and pit after this lap. So we have plenty of fuel. Actually, it looks like we got more fuel than we need. $19 laps of fuel still. I must have misjudged that really bad. Wow, that was a big mistake. How the heck I even kept that thing on the road, or out of the wall, I'm not sure. Just before the first sign is the breaking point. there's a cement wall to the right there that ends well short. As soon as that's going out of view in this camera angle, you want to start your braking. I really love driving this car. Virginia International Raceway is a very difficult track. A lot of people don't like it, but I've grown to really love it. Especially the full circuit and GT cars. Coming in a little wide on that one. See if I can get into his 235s. think we can take this upcoming sweeping turn with more speed. Oh, it's going to be close. Yeah, we got 235s. Trying to push it too hard. That was kind of bad. So we set the best lap and then we follow it up with a really bad one. Did not mean to shift up there. Wow, that was bad. All right, let's get back on track. Lost a lot of time. twist. I did the brake a little more than usual there. Got really loose. Could be the tires. They're about to go to minor, I think. There's just been a bad angle. Not enough brake there. Ran too wide. Not sure this will make a very good video just because there's only 3 of us. Maybe I'll post this on the weekend. I tend to get a lot less traffic on Saturday and Sunday with, you know, everybody probably being busy and the live streams and everything. You know, other people have live streams, so people tend to watch that instead. I'm not brave enough to try that flat out yet, but you can definitely get close to it. Don't give me a penalty. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I lost time. I was penalty free all the way up until this point, which is good considering, you know, not being familiar with this car on this track. Oh. ran too deep. My braking was just a little late. Alright, so we've got a pit on this lap. So let's see if we can get at least to the low 235s, maybe even a 234. I'm not sure what's good on this track at 800 rating, 800 performance index, I guess. Wow, that was the leader right there. I would say he's got a pretty good lead. Maybe I would just let up and not brake at all on that turn. I'm not sure yet. Alright, let's put down some good lap times here, or at least try to. All right, I was gonna try let up, but I had to tap the brake. I think I would have went over. I'd really like to get into the 234s. Not the best on the last turn, but overall putting together a decent lap. $33.9, not bad. Put on the road. We are gaining on second a little bit. Definitely won't catch up unless they make a big mistake, but all right, let's keep it on the road and finish strong. Oh, that was bad. So not a great finish here. All right, let's put together one last lap. The leader's probably almost finished. Oh, that's not the way I wanted to end that.
Well done. P3.
Good race, guys. Unfortunately, so many people quit. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.